Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, I decided to build a budget deck, and I decided to go with Kingdra Swampert, one of the very interesting Snipe decks that you can find also in the standard format these days. Kingdra that can attack for only 1 energy for 90 to one of opponent's Pokemon that already has any damage counter on it, or with Tornado Shot for 90 and 30 to one of opponent benched Pokemons, but in order to do that, we need to discard 1 water energy. It's a pretty interesting attack because hitting for 90 on the bench is not that bad. And we can easily, double hit knockout 180 HP Pokemons without too many problems. 140 HP might not seem that good. 160 would be much better in my opinion. But then I guess Kingdra would be just too strong in my opinion anyways. In exchange for heavy damage, we can also use a Hydro Pump on our Swampert, but it's not going to be super easy to power it up anyways. It requires 3 energy in order to attack. But Swampert is here mainly for that power draw. So the combination is pretty simple. To use Kingdra to snipe on the bench, Alolan Vulpix is here for the early stage setup, and we can also use Volcanion with the Jet Gazer and Sona Blast. 17 Pokemons, 35 trainer cards, and 8 energies, only regular basic water energies. So moving on to the item cards, 4 copies of Aqua Patch. So with help of the Aqua Patches, theoretically we can also attack with Swampert. 2 Counter Catchers, 1 Max Potion as a tech. For the setup, I'm running 2 Nazballs and 4 Ultra Balls, featuring also 1 Pal Pad. 4 Rare Candies must be in this deck, as well as 2 Rescue Stretchers. Stadium Decision, obvious, Brooklet Hill ×3. Supporter line, well, it was very difficult to pick supporter lineup just because I decided to build this deck on the budget. And the reason for that is that Cynthia is way too expensive, so I decided to go with 2 Copycats, 2 Guzma, 2 Judge, and 4 Tate and Liza combo, adding also 2 Choice Bands for extra damage and 8 regular basic water energies. And that is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video, so stay tuned for the battles. Alright, so starting first, playing Swampert featuring Kingdra, or I should better say Kingdra featuring Swampert. The opening hand is not that good as it should be, but still I can top deck something at least. My opponent didn't have opening hand. Okay, so I'm gonna play against Empoleon. Wow, that's gonna be very interesting matchup. The big disadvantage for me is the fact that I can't one-hit knock on my opponent, where on the other side he can. So, ooh, another Ultra Ball as a top deck. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna throw out 1 Ultra Ball for something like a Choice Band and maybe Swampert. I can always get that back into my hand. I really want to have my Vulpix. This is the most important thing here. You really want to start with Vulpix and use Beacon, at least if you can't do anything else. So for now, I'm going to stay in the active position with my Horsea. Then I'm looking forward to retreat. Who knows, maybe my opponent decide to play Guzma anyways, so in that case I would just lose my Vulpix in the active spot anyways. But okay, overall not that bad. At least I managed to get myself Vulpix so I can retreat, use Beacon, search my deck, for example, for 2 Mudkips as well. Then I can Ultra Ball. In addition to that, my biggest concern is the draw support. I didn't play a single Oranguru inside, not also Marshadow or any other cards that can help me to get a draw support. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that Ultra Ball. Gonna keep the Rescue Stretcher in my hand. Who knows what can happen? So really want to put my... What if I top deck, for example, Rare Candy? I'm still gonna have Mudkip available. So, oh, I almost misclick here. I guess 2 Seadras are good to go. If I top deck Rare Candy, I have Rescue Stretcher for Swampert anyways. So that's good. That's gonna be good anyways. But we shall see if that's gonna happen. Of course, obviously. So my opponent started with the Piplup. Nothing else in the opening hand for him. Just 1 energy attached, and that's literally it. There's another one, so at least he managed to get himself something else in play. And there's a Piplup as well. So if he can get lucky with the Bubble Beam, at least he can paralyze me. And I'm not going to be able to keep searching my deck for more Pokemons. But it's okay, at least I'm going to have 2 Seadras in play. And I'm definitely looking forward to attach one of the energies to the Seadra on the bench. And all I can do, I can just pass my turn. Unfortunately, I was not able to search my deck for 2 Kingdras. That would be amazing play, definitely. I wish I was able to do it, but unfortunately I was not. So Wave Splash for 40. There we go. So he hits me for like a 40. Alright, time for my Seadra. I guess I'm gonna probably... Oh, Liza. Nice. So I got lucky and I managed to get a supporter card. And from that supporter card, I also managed to get a Swampert. His hand is very huge, but I'm gonna keep rather Guzma instead of the Judge. So searching for maybe Kingdra if it's possible. Unfortunately, it was not. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna use Jet Gazier so I can force my opponent to promote his Piplup to the active spot. And then I can Wave Arrow on the bench, sniping his Piplup on the bench for 30. That's literally all I can do. Alright, I have 2 energies in the discard pile. And a Pal Pad as well. Which card I'm gonna get with the Pal Pad back? Probably Liza and Judge. So, I'm still out of the range for the knockout versus that Empoleon. 160 is a lot. So, it's a very, very hard to one-hit knockout Empoleon. Especially with Kingdra. But so far, I'm doing good. So, I'm looking forward to use my Power Draw, discarding my Guzma. And the reason for that is obvious. And then I'm going to use 1 Aqua Patch. So I'm wondering if it's even worth to power up my Swampert. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I know one thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to play Pal Pad for Guzma and Liza, and then I'm going to throw another Liza in play, and I'm hoping for 1 Kingdra, so I can snipe for 90 on the bench. There it is. Perfect scenario so far. And we're gonna go with discard an energy. This attack does 30 damage to one of your benched Pokemon's. Brine is much better, I guess. This attack does 90 on the bench. So that Empoleon is very close to be knocked out. I didn't even need to discard energy. Okay, so the biggest problem for me is the fact that Empoleon can definitely one-hit knock out my Kingdra, and he can already do it right now. I'm with a total command, so 20 for each benched Pokemon in play. And there's already 7 of them, so that's like 140. And that's the big concern for me. However, Rescue Stretcher. Okay, another Rare Candy, I can put another Swampert in play. Energy Retreat knockout, I can already see that coming. But at least good thing is that I'm going to be able to... Okay, I also have something else on my mind, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get energy as a top deck. I still have Swampert, And there's another Rare Candy, and this time this is a Metal Empoleon. So the Metal one will definitely need Metal Energy, or at least Counter Energy. And I see already my advantage right there. Okay, we're gonna definitely go, oh, nice top deck. Whew, who would imagine that I'm gonna get that top deck? So, first things first, one power draw for the Brooklet Hill because I don't need it at all. And I'm getting Counter Catcher. Wow, even Counter Catcher can serve me well. So, okay, there's a lot of possibilities right now. First, I'm gonna go with my Kingdra play. I could definitely go for another Swampert, but what would happen if I wouldn't get another attacker? That wouldn't be that good. Anyways. Energy for Swampert. Or maybe not. Discard a water energy from this Pokemon. So I'm hitting for 30 on the bench. And maybe I really want to do that. Maybe it's a bad thing, but sometimes you definitely need to risk. So I'm using Tornado Shot, and I'm hoping to get a double knockout next turn with my Kingdra. I'm just hoping to do that. Another energy retreat my opponent can definitely knocks me out. So if I manage to knock both Empoleons out, that's it. That's the huge advantage. He's not going to have another Empoleon or another attacker in play anyways. He also needs to get energy in play as fast as possible. This Empoleon cannot do anything without Metal Energy, and I'm like 100% positive that my opponent does not play a Metal Energy. He's probably running some sort of Counter Energy. But maybe I'm wrong. So there's Professor Skukuisu. Still, he's trying to get himself a energy in play if it's possible. If not, at least that Counter Catcher play was surprisingly well, and he decided to concede. So yeah, next turn I would get 2 knockouts versus 2 Empoleons, and I wouldn't see chance for my opponent to recover anymore in this matchup, because he definitely needs to put another stage 2 Pokemon in play, and that would take so much time to do it. So that's the GG. Alright, let's see the opening hand. What type of the opening hand I can get? This one looks like... It looks like not bad opening hand. At least there's a Nazball, so I guess I can search my deck for something like the Vulpix. Hopefully I can top deck something as well. Oof, Metagross. I can already see this game as a huge nightmare for me trying to win. And big problem for Kingdra is definitely the fact that it cannot hit for more than like 120. Where on the other side my opponent can easily knocks me out. Time for one Mudkip, since I already have Horsea in play. And we are going to retreat onto the Vulpix. Unfortunately, Vulpix has weakness on that Beldum. So maybe for me it would be much better if I just decided to... Oh, even worse, it's a Caesar GX. I'm not sure how this matchup will ends up. Okay, so he decided to switch, and that's probably gonna be one to win play for a couple more Siders in play. Okay, cool. Citra. Going to use my energy, and I guess I can go with one Judge. I'm not sure if he have anything in his hand. Even if he don't have, it's not a big deal. So what I want to put in play, I want to put in play another Horsea. Beacon. I will search my deck for Volcanion and another Vulpix just in case if he knocks out my Alolan Vulpix. So there's the Acrobike. I mean, 140, Caesar cannot one-hit knock on my Kingdra, that's for sure, at least something. Okay, actually it can with GX, but it can do that only once. I guess I will try to snipe somehow or avoid to attack that Caesar GX. Okay, I realized right now that it would be much better if I was just Ultra Balling for another Vulpix so I can have another one. So yeah, Steel Wing hitting for 80. GG already almost. Ugh, that's not looking good. Next turn he's probably using the GX attack. I can already see that coming. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he surprised me somehow. So, am I searching myself for another Horsea or maybe better Mudkip? This attack does 90 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon with the Brain. I guess I really want to knock that Seadra on the bench, but I can also... Oh, seriously, with damage counters in place, so I didn't even use Tornado Shot. And that's the definitely GG. Okay. It looks like a GG. So if I decided to hit with Tornado Shot, that would be... Okay, maybe he still don't have energy card, let's just assume that, but... Instruct for 1. Field Blowers, so I guess I'm gonna lose Brooklet Hill and... Alright. Okay, Steel Wing, so somehow I managed to survive this turn. Alright. Nice luck. So, Aiden Liza. And I'm like one turn ahead my opponent, so yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth to throw out one of my energies and see what Pokemon my opponent wants to promote to the active spot. But I don't like this one. So what about Counter Catcher play to his Wrangler on the bench? Alright, so we're using that Tornado Shot. And who's taking 3 damage counters? Because of the Flying Pen, I can't do any damage. This also has Flying Pen, but it's not affected anyways. Alright, it will definitely take some time for my opponent until he managed to retreat. At least I can try to knock that Wrangler out. Cynthia for 6, okay. Alright, so still I'm fine for like a turn. I will have Ultra Ball, that's for sure, so I can grab myself, for example, Seadra. At least that's something. Even Rescue Stretcher. But nothing can be used with that Rescue Stretcher play. So I guess I want to use that Aqua Patch for my Horsea, and that's gonna be it. I made that misplay throwing energy with my Volcanion. I shouldn't do that. Alright, but at least right now he decided to go in this way. Knocking out my Horsea on the bench. And using one of his Guzmas. So, time to perform Beacon. Oh, nice Ultra Ball. Do I have Swampert in my discard pile? Yes, I have. So, that can potentially be a big turn. Maybe not. One thing is for sure. We are going to use that Power Draw here, discarding that Ultra Ball for extra 3 cards. Copycat, not bad at all. I can definitely tell that. He have plenty of cards in his hand. It's definitely worth to use Copycat. Alright. Liza. Did I play any Guzma so far? Nope. Is it worth to play Pal Pad yet? Nope. Is it worth to throw one Ultra Ball? Yep. So, throwing one Ultra Ball for one Seadra. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't have Seadra. Okay. That's ugly. Way too less resources. That Caesar is just unbeatable. Minus 60 is just too much in my opinion. Really it is. Minus 60 is just way too much. And then we also have 250 HP Metagross, who can cause plenty of problems. But hey, maybe still some sort of miracle can be done. At least I'm hoping for. Okay, one Pal Pad, recycling back Judge and Copycat, throwing out that Tate and Liza, so I need 2 energies. I didn't get a single one. Still I have that Power Draw available. And the last card was a energy card. Alright, Aqua Patch. Maybe, but just maybe, who knows? Everything is still possible. Alright, so 30 damage for my opponent Oranguru on the bench. At least I took 1 prize card, so that's something. Water energy, not bad. Next turn, I don't know. I'm thinking about using the Judge. Maybe not. Still, I can just hit for like 30. That Caesar is definitely unbeatable. It's impossible to knock him out. Still wing another one. He's just one-hitting knockout any of my Pokemons without too many problems. I can just play Guzma on his Rage still and hope that he don't have Guzma available in his hand, neither switch. So that's what I'm going to use. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, 90 on the bench, 90 on the Caesar. It's still just 60, you know, and if he does something like it's a roller or maybe Max Potion, that's gonna be a nightmare. So there's a double core, double course energy and Metagross play for the retreat with the Gatex system, and that will be a retreat. Still, he don't have enough for the knockout with the Caesar, so at least that's something. Yeah, at least that's something. Besides, there is only 1 retreat cost. There is another Caesar GX. Alright, with another flying pen. Turbo Arm. Oh, so he decided actually to hit for 40. That's kinda interesting. What I can do here, I'm hitting just for 60, you know. If there's not a fly pen, that would be a 90, so it would be enough for the knockout. It's just maybe. It's just maybe. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I can surprise him with my Swampert, but I highly doubt about that. Oh, nice. Rare Candy combo for my Kingdra. I also managed to get Max Potion, but it doesn't do anything anyways. Ah, damn it. And those metal flying pans. And I just don't have a single field blower available to clear them out, so I can just take some knockouts. Oh, that's just cost me too much. It's obviously retreat, and it's a still wing, so it's the knockout. Okay, at least I can judge my opponent down to 4. That's something, right? But I still need to get energy cards, so getting energy not gonna be super easy. Nazball to see what do we have left. Is there maybe a Guzma energy combo? It is. So theoretically, I can pull both cards and surprise maybe my opponent for like a third. Energy was there, but not also a Guzma. So if there was a Guzma, I could take knockout potential. No, I wouldn't. Still Flying Pen would just cause so much troubles. Still, we're going with the Judge. Was it smart? Not at all. I have one less turn right now to do something. Hydro Pump. Dealing 100 and dealing 140 minus 60 is just 80. That's ridiculous. And if my opponent has a energy card, he can definitely knock me out by using his GX attack and that Metagross and GX ability. Or he can, for example, just use Gale Attack System as well and knocks my Mudkip out using his Giga Hammer for like 150, and that's it. So we lost this game because we didn't have Field Blower to clear those flying pans away. Alright, so we're finally here with the game number 3. The moment of truth, I should say. Well, at least this opening hand looks much better. With 2 rare candies, there's a tons of possibilities, especially if I can, for example, grab myself. Oh, Water Deck on the other side. Especially if I can get another basic Pokemon in play. So 1 extra card, Kingdra. Okay. Okay, better than nothing, I guess. And I'm even wondering if it's gonna be worth even to consider playing Titan Liza turn 1. I don't know. It's a very interesting question. Yeah, Seadra top deck. One thing is for sure, I will need Vulpix. So what I'm gonna throw out, that's gonna be a Seadra and a Choice Band. Rare Candy is just too good to be discarded. I'm also gonna get one of my Mudkips in play. And the reason why I'm doing that is simple. If I retreat and if I use my beacon, I can grab myself Horsea and Swampert, so I can have both Swampert and Kingdra turn 2 in play, available to attack. if my opponent obviously won't be able to perform Guzma knockout with one of his Laprases in play. Okay, one Guzma discarded, that's already something. Another energy attached. Still he needs to find a way to move that Tapu from the active spot. And so far so good. I don't think he's gonna be in a position to play Guzma knockout. Okay, I didn't count on Volcanion, to be honest. That could change things dramatically. Yeah. He attached energy from his hand, so it's okay. And oh boy, I just clicked on that Mudkip. Yes, I did click on that Mudkip. What the heck is going on? Like, seriously, what the heck is going on? So I click on the Mudkip instead of the Horsea. Anyways, at least I have Tate and Liza available, so guess it's still not the end of the world, right? Maybe I can still somehow get out of this position, especially if I can get myself energy card in play. And oh boy, there's so many cards in my opponent hand that one Copycat would be amazing right now. Nope, no sign of the energy. Well, I guess I can at least get myself Seadra in play, and right now I'm just gonna cry because I didn't decide to go with the judge. That was awful decision. Really it was. Really it was. Really hurts my eyes. 160 is enough damage for the knockout versus my Swampert. But at least next turn he can't use that Lapras. Okay, one turn behind my opponent. Speaking about damage. Alright, there's Professor Skikui for extra 2. Come on, give me the Copycat. Oh, collect, so he collected. He misses opportunity for attack. This is ridiculous. This is just not a true. Power draw. Obviously, we're not going to need max potion in this game. That's for sure. Choice Band and another Kingdra, and that's literally it. Can't retreat my Swampert. Fortunately. Why I was not able to get Copycat, I don't know. So many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, Copycat for 16. Oh, maybe he is playing that unknown card, but it's still not released, so how in the world would you do that? I don't know. What the heck is this? Kyogre with a dual splash. Okay. So he's hitting hard. He's hitting with the Blizzard Burn for like 160. What else you need? That's one hit knocked against anything. So I'm putting my Kingdra to the active position. Also using my... No, I'm not going to put another Vulpix in play. It makes 0 sense. I'm going to use Tornado Shot, and 3 damage counters will be placed on that Lapras on the bench. So next turn, this turn actually, Lapras cannot attack. So my Volcanion is prized. Alright, so Blessing of the Deep, heal 20 damage from one of your water Pokemons in play. For me, that doesn't matter too much. Still next turn I'm knocking that Lapras out anyways with my Kingdra. Energy attached to the Manaphy instead of the Lapras on the bench. That's kind of interesting, but there is a Guzma play, so he really wants to perform that retreat knockout play. That's the reason why he attached energy to Manaphy. But after I knock this Lapras out, I'm just not sure how my opponent will respond. I just don't see how he can respond from this position. Okay, 3 more rare candies available and 28 cards. That's a plenty of cards. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna go with energy discardment for this turn because I might not be able to get another one. So what's good then is just to perform a knockout, a regular one. There's another Swampert. Alright. Time for another collect, I guess. Meanwhile, I can brine for 120. This matchup is definitely in my favor. I just don't know. Okay, Jet Gazier, so he's forcing me to promote something else to the active position. Guess I'm gonna use my Horsea because there's the energy that I can use for retreat. And I also have Guzma, so what I want to do is I want to play Guzma. And I want to play Guzma on my opponent, Kyogre, for example, and then I can snipe on the bench. Then I can snipe this Lapras on the bench. Oh, what the heck, 4 Aqua Patches and 3 Aqua Patches in one turn. Yeah, because his hand was just enormously huge, so it's not surprising at all. Okay, Ultra Ball, he's definitely thinning his hand as much as he can. Alright, Escape Rope, Dual Splash, 30-2 of your opponent's Pokemon in play. 3 energies for Volcanion attack. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where I should focus my Guzma play. It is just... Okay, XP share, it is just hard to think about that. I'm gonna need to set another Swampert in play as fast as possible, so... Water Energy top deck. Alright. One less, right? And what about Ultra Ball play? For that Seadra. So I can have another Kingdra potentially. Okay. 90 to the Lapras on the bench. Only thing I can do at this moment. Volcanion is not a problem. Neither Kyogre. The only problem is that Lapras on the bench. So he somehow managed to heal 20 more. And right now I'm gonna need just a perfect knockout. Perfect shot against it. Okay, he decided to put Volcanion to the active spot. Why? Because that Volcanion is not in a position to attack, neither do some damage. Aqua Patch for Lapras, that's interesting. Choice Band, I just literally need one card as a top deck, which needs to be a Rare Candy. And then at least I'm gonna have Swampert. Much better than Rare Candy is definitely any draw supporter. For example, Copycat, which I couldn't get. And I was so hyped about it. And I can already see Dual Splash coming. Obvious reason was to retreat on the Seadra. Okay. 90-30, what about that? Not sure about that. Come on, give me top deck. Not the energy. Energy is not something that I'm gonna need. But anyways, I need to retreat. And I need to use my brine. So that Lapras on the bench is very close to be knocked out, and after that Lapras, I just need to target that Tapu Lele for the game. And my opponent decided to attach another energy to his Kyogre. If I don't get something as a top deck, I'm not going to be even able to knock with a water arrow my opponent Lapras anyways. So the top deck needs to be good. Ground Wave, that's 120. And I'm hoping for the best. Give me the top deck. Or this is a GG. Tatum Liza is a top deck. So we're back in the game, I guess. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, the last card was a Kingdra, so I can relieve. Alright, guess I'm not gonna need Nazball, but I'm only gonna throw one of them in case if I get Ultra Ball, so I can Ultra Ball for something. Or maybe not. Who needs Nazball when I can get a prize card anyways? Aqua Patch gonna keep in my hand, and I'm gonna use another Brain for 90, knocking out my opponent Lapras from the bench. Rare Candy, Horsea, okay, not bad. Unfortunately, XP Share would not work because Lapras was not the active Pokemon. Kyogre cannot use his Grand Wave, so my opponent definitely needs to find a way to use somehow Guzma. He decided to go with a Dual Splash. Alright. And right now, it's a good time for the aggression. We're going to use one Tornado Shot. And obviously 3 damage counters are going to be placed on the Tapu Lele. And in order to use Blessing of the Deep, you need to have one Water Energy attached to your Pokemon. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to heal the damage off. And for the next turn, I guess I'm safe using my Vulpix in the active position. But the problem is that with a Dual Splash, this Vulpix will be knocked out on the bench. And again, I'm going to need top deck, but I highly doubt about it. I can risk, but I'm not going to risk. Grand Wave for the knockout, 120. I'll knock it out. I'm putting my Vulpix in the active spot. I'm hoping for the Dual Splash next turn. That's the reason why I decided to put this Vulpix in the active position. Unfortunately, I didn't get nothing, so I have 2 options available. And the one of those options are to attach energy somewhere. And what about attaching energy onto my Vulpix? I'm counting on something like a... Guzma. So I'm using my Beacon, and I'm using it for Kingdra and Swampert. And I have only one Rare Candy left, which means that I'm probably going to go with Swampert. Or maybe better with the Kingdra anyways. It all depends. If my opponent decides to use Dual Splash, he can still win the game by just using Guzma at his last turn, so that actually considered me a lot. Dual Splash as expected. He didn't use a single Guzma in this game. Oh, actually, he did 2 of them. So since Vulpix can retreat, oh, amazingly well top decked Counter Catcher. So Whooper is here. I can snipe for the 90 on the bench. For how much Swampert can pull? 80, 100, 120, 140. So we have game here. We actually have game here with the Swampert. I didn't even realize that. 2 Aqua Patches plus Counter Catcher is a GG. So 2 Aqua Patches on my Swampert and a Counter Catcher play. And once again, that Counter Catcher is such an amazing card in this type of decks. So we can use Power Draw, discarding Kingdra. We don't need it. Maybe we can find another Choice Band or something like that, or maybe not. Tapu Lele, and I can still use my Titan Liza to see if I can find maybe even more resources. 20, 40, 60, 140. Nope, I can't, but what I can do is I can hit my opponent hard with my Swampert Hydro Pump, which will be exactly enough for the knockout, and that will be a GG. So overall, I'm not bad. 2 wins, 1 defeat with my Kingdra Swampert deck. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, so make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. We'll definitely see you next time, so have a nice day and goodbye.